Hi, guys. Welcome to another weekly Facebook Live on all topics, all things related to PR. I'm Jen Burson. I'm the founder and president of Generation PR, an award-winning PR agency based in Los Angeles. And this month, March, 18 years. I had to do the math. 18 years. What? How is it possible that I've had my business for 18 years? I can't even believe it. But I'm so grateful and I feel so lucky. Love this business. And the other side of the business, that's probably about 9, 10 or so years old, is Generation Academy. And that is an entire suite of programs, products, resources, training, community, coaching, collaboration, all the fun things for how you can learn how to become a pitching powerhouse and launch, grow, and scale your own profitable PR agency. So let me know who's here. Love seeing you guys. Thanks for the thumbs up. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And today we are bringing you a topic. I am sure you're seeing this everywhere. I don't love always just jumping in on like bandwagon topics, but I don't think this is a bandwagon topic. I think this is a disruptive technology that is very close to what social media was for the PR industry back when we were all like, what's this Twitter? What's Facebook? How do we use it? How do we leverage it? Hi, Nicola. Hi. Thank you for your comment in the group today and sharing your success and sharing the credit to us for the support that we've given. But I mean, credit is all yours. And I'm just so glad that you found us and that we have programs and resources to help you out. That is just such amazing feedback to hear from you that you're having success in your business. And I'm so happy that you are here. Also, let me know who else is here. But yeah, I'm so grateful for you too. I just read that 5 times this morning. It was like, oh my God, I didn't get a chance to comment because I've been on calls all day. So, and then also speaking of calls all day, after this one, hi Serena. After this one, I am hosting Prowly PR episodes just after at 1:30 Pacific. So I usually end about noon. Wait, is it 1:30? Hold on, let me check my calendar. I'm a little confused. Yes. Okay, so I usually end around noon. It's not 1:30, it's 1. Okay, that's why I was a little off on the timing. And we're going to be talking about reputation management. There's like almost 1,000 people registered to join the conversation that I am having with another PR pro. Let me see if she is on here. No, hold on. I don't know why oh yeah, Tanya McKenzie. Yes, she is on my calendar invite. So join us for that. Prowly PR episodes. You can find it. It's like everywhere. It's on our social media. It's on their social media. But they're doing these. It's going to be about a half-hour conversation, no more. They're doing these daily chats with PR experts on all kinds of topics that'll help us hone our skills. And our chat is going to be on reputation management and like crisis comms, sort of, like what do you do if there is a crisis? And I told them that is not my forte. I mean, we learn a lot and how we're bringing that content to our community. So while I don't practice really crisis comms in my business because we focus on product-based PR, we have created content for this community. So I said that my spin on it is going to be just how we pitch and position our clients in general, which is just authenticity, honesty, being really open and transparent. So it's basically like I said, that's probably my approach to that topic because I'm not dealing with hardcore crisis comms. So just know it's not going to be a conversation that's really about, corporate crisis comms. It's more just like online reputation management using media to help, bring your expertise and your reputation up. Anyway, hi, Lily. Oh, good. Awesome. Okay, great. Yeah, Lily's coming to the Prowly event. Like I said, almost 1,000 people registered. I am a Prowly ambassador, and we kicked up our partnership at the beginning of this year. We love Prowly. They are an amazing company. Their tool is incredible. There's so many valuable tools and resources that they have for PR pros of our size. So I know, a lot of these other platforms have bells and whistles that are really expensive, you're paying for, but they don't necessarily add value to your business. Prowly is different in that way. They have really user friendly. Oh, good. Okay, awesome. I hope you can make it too. Yeah, it's coming up in about an hour after this chat. But we love Prowly for their just their robust platform, their contacts database, their really integrated pitch sending software. They have a press room website that you can build out and host on their platform, but it looks like it's on either your website or your client's website, that you can put all of your client bios, your client founder bios, images of them, headshots, links out to certain things, product links. It's basically like a virtual press room, and it's super easy to set up, and your clients will absolutely love it. And it is just in the platform, and they make it super plug and play. The only thing you have to do is like authorize the extension for their website. So it's like press.generationpr.com. So it's its own web page, but it is a virtual press room. So that's one of the other things that when I signed up with them, I didn't even know they had that. And when they gave me the demo, I was like, wow, this is super cool. You can create reports that are really great. Really, really awesome tracking and monitoring software. So that's Prowly. Join us for Prowly PR sessions at 1 p.m. Pacific today about reputation management. Lily will be there. It sounds like Nicola will be there. And of course, I will be there chatting. So today, AI. It's not going anywhere. It's going to evolve, and it's going to evolve very, very quickly. Okay, so you may be watching this in 6 months. I don't know if all of this is going to still be, I don't want to say accurate. I don't know that this is accurate, because a lot of this is opinion, just as a PR professional, and as me, because I have my own thoughts and approach to things. I tend not to panic. I tend to look at things that evolve in our industry as new rules of the game, and we are experts that have to learn the rules and learn the rules and the tools, right? And then use our clients, or our clients use us to help them navigate. So this is yet another tool, and we're going to look at it like that. And if you tend to align with my thinking a lot, which is very much just like, yeah, let's just learn as we go, no need to panic. Everyone's in the same boat. We're all figuring this out as we go. Then this is what I'm here to bring you. What we're going to focus on learning today are, what even is AI, and what is the impact that it is already making on the media landscape. A few reasons why AI can't replace PR pros. So like I said, no need to panic. We're thinking sentient beings. I don't think AI is sentient yet, even though it can express emotion. It doesn't feel emotion, right? We're humans. We bring a lot to the table because we have emotions and feelings, thoughts, all of the things that are like original. Don't panic. We'll figure out why we can't be replaced. And then how can you use artificial intelligence ethically when you're writing pitches and coming at it from that approach? I do think there are unethical ways that you're using it, like writing articles and trying to pass it off as your own content. I'll get into what AI, what its limitations are, because If you put in a garbage query, it's going to spit out garbage results because it's not necessarily fact checking. Okay, I'll give you an example. That's crazy. But, AI, it may sound like something out of a post-apocalyptic sci-fi movie, but even if it does to you, it's very real. It's very here. It is cementing itself in the media landscape, and it's already shifting the way that PR pros are running their agencies. And it has a whole world of super cool, interesting uses. So if you haven't checked into it, poke around, explore, don't be afraid of it. Just see what it can do. But when it comes to PR and what we do, we're going to keep an eye on these writing-based AI programs. So these are the programs that have the capacity, they have the power to generate an entire paragraph of copy, multiple paragraphs of copy, an entire outline based on a query, whatever you plug into it. And that does pose some ethical questions when it comes to pitching the media. So we'll talk about that. And today we're going to go through everything you need to know about AI, what it is, why you shouldn't panic, how you can harness the power of AI to actually improve your pitches. That's the position we're going to take today. So how does that sound? I know we're all, learning as we go. We're watching a lot of content around it, learning the power and the limitations, because that also matters. You need to understand that there are limitations and not just rely on it as fact and comprehensive, So what is AI? It is artificial intelligence, and I'm not going to get too technical, but it uses computers and machine learning to generate content that humans would create. So hold on one sec. What are we doing? Oh, you're tired. Okay. I couldn't tell if it was a growl at one of the cats or like an exasperated, my dog under the table. So AI, when I say machine learning to generate content that humans would create, it is pulling instantly, which is crazy to see how fast it works, information from all over the internet, information from articles based on a certain question you're asking, and it is compiling a very well-crafted, thoughtful response that looks like somebody is a person on the other end replying to you, but it's really computer learning. So you've probably heard people talking about it all over social media, and lots of AI generated content is writing based, and ChatGPT is the huge new AI writing tool out there. So that's what everybody started really talking about AI was when ChatGPT rolled out. They made it an open platform. I think it was like version 2.0. And, like I said, AI isn't it new exactly, but right now, especially with ChatGPT, it's more accessible than ever. And people are using AI software for fun, like just looking at internet trends or to streamline their processes at work. And I think in that sense, it's a very powerful tool to help you save time, save money, create processes using AI, and also to create content creation shortcuts so that you can get some things rolling using AI and then add your zhuzh, like spin it your own way. So I know that this kind of disruptive, scary technology has burst onto the scene, and a lot of people catastrophize as their first catastrophize. Didn't sound right. I'm like, catastrophize? No. A lot of people will make a catastrophe out of it. That's their first instinct. That's not how I am. I'm not a doomsday type of person. Like I said, the sky isn't falling. This is how everybody acted when digital media came out and blogging, and they said, media is dead, media is dying. It's not, it's evolving. That's always what happens, and we evolve with it. So that's why you're here. Media isn't dying. The sky isn't falling. even though my cat is, get out of here. Press releases, and it's been amazing. Interesting. I would love to hear more about that. How so? Are you using it to write the press release? You're not completely issuing an unedited press release, I would guess, but you're using it to just kick things off, give you a general framework, some ideas, and then you make it your own. You make it more factual, more comprehensive. Is that how you're using it? I'd love to hear. So AI is not going to replace all of us. It's not going to replace every copywriter, every PR pro out there. It's just yet another shift in the media landscape. And if you dive in and you treat AI, she says exactly. Yeah. Oh, Beverly. Yes, that's Leon. He is doing a Harley. So my dear sweet kitty of 19 years. I got my cat. A week later, I met my husband. A year later, I started my own business. That's my timeline. So now I'm 18 years into my agency, and Harley was there for all of it. And unfortunately, we had to say goodbye to him last summer. And we adopted 2 little kittens, a brother and sister, and they're hilarious and they're very sweet. Leon, who's named after a character on Curb Your Enthusiasm. He's so funny. Lamp and Leon, we call him. He's great. And then Callie, who's the sweetest, tiniest little thing. And anytime you look at her, she just like rolls on her back and she just lays there like, pet me. It's instant. You look over at her and she just flops on her back. It's so cute. It's like, pet me right this minute. They're really funny. And Lola, the dog, loves them. So Beverly, I'm so happy to see you here. So we're going to approach this new, revelation, this new evolution in AI as a tool, just like Nicola is using it for press releases and using it as like a foundation. She says it's been amazing. So dive in, treat AI like a tool instead of, a monster coming to take our jobs. Don't run from it and learn how to harness its power for good. Oh, weird. How interesting. She's saying a funny story. My Budgie PR press release was picked up by a website. They changed the name to Parrot PR. Weird. And also, is a Budgie a bird? Oh, you haven't used it yet. So who's that? Is that, who's Budgie? That's not you? Huh. Tell me who that is. It says Facebook user, so I can't see. They changed the name to Parrot PR and also my client's brand name. My client said it looked like an AI text. Yeah, something will just go through an autocorrect and you're just like, that's not what we put out there. Why would they change it? Anyway, and here's one of the reasons why you can't panic over AI. It's not always accurate. It's not a human person. It's getting better, right? But it's not always accurate. AI can't generate pitches on its own. That's number one, why you shouldn't panic over AI. You can't just put in a product and a pitch angle into ChatGPT and send the generated pitch right to an editor. There's zero guarantee the pitch is full of good, accurate, comprehensive, up-to-date information. AI pulls information from all around the internet. So beside the fact that it could potentially be inaccurate information, plagiarism is a serious problem here, which is why we talk about the ethics. You could be unintentionally stealing content from writers that you've never even heard of. It's just pulling in information from other people's writing all over the internet. Anything generated by AI, it needs to be read and edited by an actual human before it is remotely ready to be shared. And you'll need to check for plagiarism, any kind of factual errors, clunky writing. The list goes on. Like, does this look like a computer wrote it, or is this a human being that actually pulled this together? It's a good start. It's a good framework, but it is not a human's own ideas, thoughts, positioning, opinion, all of the things that make our writing really special. An AI generated pitch is like a spray and pray pitch. It's generic and it's impersonal. I said it. Don't be spray and pray don't cut corners and be lazy using AI to just do all the work. It's a great starting point. It's a great time saver, but you still have to use your expertise in order to craft pitches that are going to move the needle. Hi, Candace. I had to finish my thought, otherwise I wouldn't go back to it. I'm so happy to see you here. Welcome, welcome. You guys, I hope you are following Candace on. Will you go ahead and just put your Instagram handle in the comments? Candace is a seasoned, savvy PR pro. You should all be following her on. I follow Instagram. You might be on TikTok. I am not totally there yet, but let us know how everybody can follow you and keep up with what you're up to. She's a super connector in the industry. And so if you're not already following Candace, she's also a member of our community, super savvy pro. Follow her on Instagram. I haven't seen you in a while, so I just want to give you like a little shout out. So yeah. Oh, Candace Nicole. She said, spot on, Jen, especially when dealing with any writer's block. Just get the wheels turning, right? There you go. So Candace Nicole PR. Okay. Let me find where I am. Spray and pray, generic and personal. Your pitches need to be personalized to that specific editor that you're pitching, their publication, the beat, the kinds of content that they cover, and have your own voice and personality. Like infuse little tidbits of personality into your pitch. Using an AI generated pitch as is does nothing for your media relationships. It can also sour your credibility with a journalist, and you can't build a deep personal connection with a robot. I mean, maybe you can. I guess I watched her. But no, we're not robot. That robot doesn't have your special personality and your special ability to make it super targeted and relevant to the person who's reading it. So that's number one. Just know that it's not going to generate pitches done in, plug and play on its own. You have to come in and zhuzh it. Let me see. I'm trying to figure out where to like put in this little tidbit. But number two is an AI pitch won't align with an editor's needs. So ChatGPT may be able to write a grammatically sound pitch, but will it align with exactly what that editor might be looking for? Probably not. It doesn't have the power yet. It may eventually, but it doesn't have the power to be accurate about minuscule trend shifts and super specific niche topics. Like an actual PR pro who has a deep expertise in their niche knows all of the trends, the movers, the shakers, the things that are being talked about, the kind of topic of discussion or what's happening on TikTok that might be relevant to their niche that the media is kind of interested in talking about. So the research it does is often just kind of surface level, and you're likely to get some inaccurate responses to a really niche query. It is going to pull from what already exists online, you see? So if you're trying to stay ahead of the curve, AI doesn't really help you because it's looking at what's already there, not what the forward projecting ideas may be that your client might want to weigh in as an expert or that the media is going to want to talk about early. You see what I'm saying? It's just pulling from what's already there. So you're coming into the pitch writing process that, you're coming into the pitch writing process with valuable experience and your tried and true strategies and the past successes that AI software can never replicate. So the way you positioned a pitch moved the needle, got their attention, these sort of nuances that got them to be interested in learning more and hearing more about that angle and that idea. If you're sharing pitches that are getting pulled from AI, you're pulling, it's just regurgitating, says Nicola. That's exactly right. You're also regurgitating topics that have already been written about. And what publication wants to just keep covering something, if they're trend focused or forward focused on what's happening in an industry, they're not going to want to cover something that's already been done. So even if you copy an editor's request directly into an AI query box and feed it all of your client's relevant information, the resulting pitch won't necessarily meet that editor's needs. The pitch has to hit every aspect of a journalist's query, whatever their request is, have your own unique approach or spin on it. Things are going to get missed in an AI generated pitch. So just know, it's just spitting out what's already there. It's not really giving you anything super novel. Number 3 is these nuanced storytelling approaches. That's lost with AI content. AI pitches generally just don't tell a story. They spit out information based on a question, a query. What do you, it's like garbage in, GIGO, garbage in, garbage out. Yes, they're generic and impersonal, but they also don't weave brand messaging, brand positioning, product information, founder stories. They don't weave it all together to paint a picture for a journalist. A PR pro is the one who puts the pieces together to create an enticing story, something that's exciting, something that'll resonate with the journalist. And then, those edits, they need to be personalized to the contact on your media list. So you're not taking some regurgitated angle and just sending it to every single person, because that's lazy, spray and pray, and also lazy because you're using a tool to just do the thinking for you. So the better input that you give ChatGPT, the better output it's going to give you, but somebody still needs to put that final touch to perfect the story or to perfect the press release. That is a human touch. It's a brain that's reading it and saying, is this interesting? Is this compelling? Do we care? Robot doesn't care, right? You have to read it and say, why do people care about this? Does this really have something compelling to it? Your pitches should show editors that you have your finger on the pulse of what's happening in your niche and what's relevant to their publication's audience. And what works for one outlet doesn't work for another. And AI just cannot grasp those nuances yet. And it doesn't have the emotional intelligence necessary, or at all really, but it's regurgitated emotional intelligence that, doesn't necessarily navigate tough, tricky, sticky situations and balance your client's end goal with your media contact's needs. This is what we do. This is what we get paid the big bucks to do, is really figure out how to navigate those, win-win situations for everyone. What is the value you're offering to the publication? Does it serve their needs? And what does this help your client to accomplish in terms of their end goals, their objectives? Why is this even valuable to them? And why is your client's story or your pitch or your idea valuable to the publication? Everything AI spits out still needs a human touch to get it to your standards. And I hope your standards are high, because that's why you're here. Obviously, you are continuing to learn and grow. But I have seen a lot of PR pros kind of lazy, not in our community, but I'm on pitch lists for various, things I've done over time, and I get a lot of pitches still. And, if you are more detailed, specific, focused on creating something special and something targeted and taking the time to really direct something to a specific person and try to connect with them, you're way ahead of the game. You're way ahead of the game. So most, honestly, agencies, I see their pitches and they're spray and pray and they're lazy. And if Jane is on here, she is on the media receiving side. She has a very specific beauty trade publication. The kinds of pitches she gets are insane. It is like, not only does this person not know this publication, they can't even write a pitch. And they're coming from a pretty established agency that should know better. So if you're taking this effort to make it, hold on, Lola, leave him. She loves to harass Leon, the boy cat. My dog. But he kind of loves it. He doesn't leave or pull away or anything. Anyway, So just know that if you're taking the time to make it personalized and strategic and targeted to that publication, you're way ahead of the game. And I suspect with AI and ChatGPT generating passable pitches, they're going to get even lazier. And the spray and pray is going to get even more generic. Yeah. So we promised you, how can you ethically use ChatGPT as a PR pro? Let me go back to those little, like when I say storytelling nuances and writing with an editor's need. Oh yeah, hi Lauren, and some stories about those larger agencies. Oh, it's bad. It's shocking. I mean, you pay all the big bucks, they farm you out to the juniors who really don't really know a ton of what they're doing. Nobody's overseeing what they're sending out. Spray and pray is definitely going to, yeah. Oh, for sure. It's going to increase because it's just easy. If you're already lazy, they're going to get even lazier. So ChatGPT is going to spit out content based on what you put into the query. So you could say, write me a blog post about how effective Hillary Clinton is as the first female president of the United States, right? It is going to spit out an article. In all likelihood, it may have learned at this point, like, she's not the president. But if you ask it for something, it is going to give you what you ask it. Do you see what I'm saying? It's not going to say, I cannot do this because Hillary Clinton lost the election. She is not the first female president of the United States. It's going to say, Hillary Rodham Clinton is the first female president of the United States. I don't entirely know. I should probably try it. But if you ask it about like a bill in Congress or like something that there's information, like people are trying to pass it and it's online, but it hasn't already passed or it hasn't already gone into effect. And you say, what is it like now that this bill has passed? It's going to pull information about what the bill proposes to do, or so it's really only about the quality of the question that you ask it. Oh, this is interesting. Okay. Oh, yeah. I've seen this. Okay. Candace is saying, wanted to share this link on a software a PR pro has designed for PR pros pertaining to AI, and it is Sword and the Script. I asked it to write an Instagram caption in a friendly Black girl tone, and I wasn't impressed. I will tell you another story down a little bit more about the tone and what it did for my son. That was kind of interesting. But you can tell it tone, you can tell it style, and it'll just spit out what you ask it to spit out. It might not be factually accurate. So, okay. The first way to use it ethically is put in a query to brainstorm new angles. If you're stuck, you're feeling like you have writer's block or whatever, you don't know what to pitch next, or you can't figure out maybe how to turn a simple tidbit. Oh, Candace, she can't see you. I wonder if I can copy it. Somebody else maybe try copying and pasting it for Nicola. Maybe she can't see it. Just the link. If you're stuck about what to pitch, you want some little tidbit and you want to turn it into a really compelling, buzzworthy story, AI can help out with that. So you can ask ChatGPT why it thinks a bit of news is important, or put in your client's brand or product information and ask what seems cool or interesting about it. Pretty cool to see what it comes up with. The answer that it gives, it could be the spark that you need to create a new, exciting, different pitch angle that maybe you didn't think of. And you're going to take that little gem and run with it and make it your own. You're not going to just plug and copy paste, but you're like, oh, that's interesting. I didn't think about that. Just make sure you're using that as a jumping off point. Not the whole thing. None of the AI generated text should make it into the final pitch. Maybe like a little 2-word kind of positioning or something that there might not be a better way to say it. But if it's spitting out whole sentences, paragraphs, you're not going to copy paste because it's pulling from somewhere. And so that has been written, or some version of that is out there. Copying AI generated text into your pitch email gets into some kind of murky ethical waters, especially with plagiarism. Brainstorms are great. And thank you for always clarifying that that's you, Nicola. Yeah, great for brainstorming, just getting your own creative wheels turning. And you have to remember, if the way you're using AI, if it feels icky, if it feels wrong, it probably is. You do that ick test. That's how I say about like newsjacking. Um, Anytime there's like a tragedy, do you feel good about this? Like, does it pass your ick test? And everybody's ick test or ethical sort of like, does it feel right or wrong? The line is a little bit different, but sometimes it's pretty universal that it doesn't feel quite right. You know, I actually experienced this when I was an attorney. Here's why. We have, I feel for college professors. Oh, and wait till Lauren is saying, I feel so wait till you see what I'm about to say with my son. Um, when I was an attorney, we had databases, just searchable databases of briefs and complaints and things that we filed on behalf of clients that a lot of our cases were similar, right? And so you're pulling a lot of the relevant case law, the relevant, laws and different precedent in different courts and circuits, and things are coming up again and again and again. And so it's this concept of like not reinventing the wheel. So it's not plagiarism per se, because it's from our law firm, our whole kind of body of work. For me, the ethical challenge was billable hours. So you have a client, the first one that ever had this type of complaint or filing, someone had to pay for the time it took to write that. Then it goes in the database, and then you find that and you make it your own for your client. Well, I just saved 20 hours. I can't charge the client for my time that I saved, but they're getting the value out of somebody else already paying for that. And so the law firm had a way of dealing with the billable hours and dealing with certain time write-offs. So I always was like, I didn't spend the time, but somebody did, and the other clients benefiting from that. So the law firm had a way of doing it. We weren't stealing per se, but it was a huge time savings, and it just felt like I always was like, we still had to research and make sure it was still current and the facts still applied. But it just, that line for me was like, I don't really want to bill for my time on this because I didn't write this whole thing. We're using almost a template. See what I'm saying? It's like, So if it feels wrong, it probably is. You should be okay and be in the clear as long as you're just using it to kind of help do your job, get the wheels going, and you're not making it do your job for you. It's a tool. It's not a substitute for you. Okay, we all can agree on that. That's pretty easy. So that's one, is just query, brainstorm new ideas. The other thing I think it's really useful for is breaking down tough concepts. So if you're struggling to explain some kind of complicated data or a tough concept in simple terms, layman's terms, or putting it in a way that's easy to digest, or rephrasing some technical jargon in a way that like your mom could understand or your grandma would get. AI is seriously powerful for that. This is one way that I've been using it in my own life. This is my story. So my son was having a hard time. He's fifth grader. He was trying to write a paper on explaining the process of desalination. Like, how do you take ocean water and make it potable? What's desalination? How do you desalinate water to make it from salt water to drinking water, right? And it was the process of distillation was what he was trying to explain in order to desalinate water. Got it? Confusing, right? Still confusing. But he was having a hard time because he didn't understand. It's like when you understand something really well, you can summarize it. You can just say it in very easy terms. When you don't understand something really well, you're just repeating what you've learned. And that's what he was doing. It was really complicated. I'm like, but why? The key he was missing was that salt, through distillation, salt has a heavier weight, so it stays in the bottom of this whole complicated like beaker system. He was like not explaining that simple piece. So we popped it into ChatGPT and I said, just watch what it can do. And I said, explain the process of distillation as a way to turn salt water into drinking water. And this is where Lauren's, where she said friendly black girl tone. I said from the perspective of a smart fifth grader. So it spits out, hey guys, today I'm going to share with you that did you know that you could turn salt water into drinking water? It's like that sort of a thing, which is why Lauren probably was like, this isn't really how what did she say? A friendly black girl would speak. Like it's saying what it thinks, or what it's pulling. Anyway, it was really funny. And then we changed it to a fourth grader and it was like a little less articulate. It was very interesting how well it nailed the tone. But it, really helped him get that basic explanation of the process that he wasn't understanding by reading the scientific technical thing in his book. He just needed this works because when it evaporates, the steam is lighter than the salt, which stays in the bottom, and the steam, goes up and then forms condensation, which is clear water. Anyway, it was like that sort of thing. So none of that AI text was used in his essay. I made sure of that, but it still really helped him break down that concept and rewrite it in his own words and using those simpler terms. So it's great for breaking those things down. We have somebody on here that's using it for press releases as a foundation, but it's never copy, paste, send. No, that is not ethical. That is not what clients are paying you for. You, as my kids would say, big brain. You guys are big brains, right? You're using AI with your big brain as a tool just to save you time, save you money. Maybe there's some research it can pull, but we can use it to teach us all about topics. Yeah, summarize it very succinctly. Create something in an outline format. Like there's all kinds of things that it can do. I mean, on the personal level, you could say, create a diet plan that is keto and, for somebody, and you explain like what you're trying to accomplish and how much you want to exercise and what foods you like, it'll spit out an entire diet, exercise regimen, nutrition plan for you. It's really cool, but you still have to review it and say like, does this seem right? Lauren is asking, how are people using it to write press releases? I haven't yet. I probably would use it as a start, but let's come up with an example. So, my client is launching a luxury skincare core collection, let's say 3 products like cleanser, serum, and moisturizer. And that is to supplement their LED face mask. And it is only really to be used. It's like they're not trying to compete with the high-end skincares, but this is something for their existing customers to use to get better results out of their LED mask. So I would probably feed in, write a press release from my client's company about these 3 skincare products. You would tell it when it's available, where it's sold, maybe give it a quote from the founder about why it's important, and then just see what it spits out. And then take that and really rewrite it, make it your own, but just look at like maybe it pulls in an interesting way to talk about how it enhances the impact of the product itself. Maybe it talks about, there could be something about using the right skincare will have a bigger impact on the efficacy of the mask. And that's why they created this, to give their customers even more value out of their device to make the impact even greater, something like that. I don't know because I haven't tried. But then you take it and you ensure that it is your words, your tone. If it pulls out some kind of tidbit or fact, you need to make sure it's accurate. You need to double check. And maybe that little tidbit it pulled out isn't exactly how you would want to say it, but it's a good idea. And you go find something else that's a little bit more relevant, or something that you guys like. A lot of times we are quoting our own medical advisory board. So they have their own studies and they have their own things. ChatGPT may not pull our studies. So I would look at maybe what kind of facts it included and see if there's anything from our own studies, our own third-party clinical trials, that would, be more relevant, or at least more of, comprehensive to that brand and not just generic internet copy. I also used it to create some ideas for outlets to pitch. To example, what are the top 10 media outlets that do nonfiction book reviews? That's great. And it'll pull, lists, thought starters, but it's not going to be the be all end all. It's just ideas, like she said here. It's just generating ideas, right? So it wasn't overly accurate based on our research, but we used about 4 to 5 outlets. Great. So you're going to get that list. And then she said, do our own research. Oh, Elaine. Oh, that's great. Okay, cool. So you guys can see that it's Elaine. Hi, Elaine. I can't see that, but I see somebody quoted you. So that's a great, it should have known that was you because, of course, that's your area. So yeah, how else are you guys using it? I'd love to hear. What else did I feed it? I asked about private equity firms that would like to help my husband out, like a private equity firm. Hi, miss you. It's been a while. That would be a good company to reach out to that does investments in his type of client. He sells businesses. And he said that it didn't spit out anything super new, or a lot of times it'll give you ideas that maybe you already have. And so that's how I feel like if you show up here and I'm talking about things you already know, it's kind of like you get that validation, like, oh, okay, I'm doing it right. Or, oh yeah, I already thought about that. Okay, I'm on the right track. I think there's value in that too. Just that, yes, okay, we're on the right track. We're doing it right. I feel good about that. And then moving forward with confidence, so that might be one of the ways you're getting value out of it. I have a little trend report. This is what we've been promoting recently. So you may have already grabbed it, but there you go. I do have that Proudly chat in about an hour. I'd love for you guys to come and see me there so that at least there's some friendly faces. Let me see if I can pull it up for you. Excuse me. So that it's all over LinkedIn. I don't even have a link for it, but let's see. Here you go. Join the best Q&A session in the industry today on PR episodes. Here you go. It's going to be a Zoom. Most effective ways of responding to any crisis, straight from Tanya McKenzie and Jennifer Burson. Like I said, I don't totally do crisis comms, but there you go. And let me see. I'm going to go into, let me see if I can get into ChatGPT. It's not always open. Okay. I'm in. All right. Oh, I have to log in. Hold on. Let me see if it gets me in. Log in. Continue. Do I have a password? Yes. Let me see. I want to try the Hillary Clinton thing and see if it's learned. Okay. New chat. Let me know if you guys want me to ask it anything right now while we're on, just to see what happens. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Private equity firms investing in IT MSPs, whatever that means. You can ask it to write captions for social media posts. You can feed it a blog post and say, turn this into 20 social media captions for me. So when you talk about leveraging your own content and repurposing, love it. Love the time saver. I'm asking it about Hillary Clinton. Let's see what it says. Oh, interesting. Oh, okay. It's saying may become. Okay. The United States has been a world leader since its inception, and its president has been one of the most powerful positions in the world. The country has had many presidents, but none of them have been a woman. It got better. However, that might change soon, as many people believe that Hillary Clinton could be the first female president. And then it goes on and it just talks about her, and it talks about her running for president. And her responsibilities and whatever. But I'm telling you, it was this similar thing. Um, but it said is a great president. Now it's saying that many believe that she would make a great president. So it's learning. See what I'm saying? So that was like a really early query that people were like, oh my God, it doesn't fact check. So it's getting smarter. It's learning. So it's interesting to see. But anybody else want me to try anything, like just to see? I could do a press release just to see if it, what it spits out. Whoops, what happened to it? There we go. I can try that just to see. Can I share my screen? I can. Oh, okay. Let's do that. That's kind of fun, right? You can see that. Oh, wait a second. Can you hear me? Just let me know, because it's saying I have to update my audio. Can you hear me? Just someone say yes or no. Okay, let me go ChatGPT. Yes, okay, good. I'm just making this up. Let's see what it does. So I said, can you see it? Write a press release from Omni for immediate release. Omnilex launches a revolutionary 3-part skincare system for healthy, radiant skin. Oh my God, this is so crazy. Los Angeles, which is where I am, a leader in innovative skincare technology, proud to announce the launch of their 3-part skincare system: cleanser, moisturizer, toner. No, it doesn't. Designed to provide a complete skincare regimen that helps achieve healthy, radiant skin. See how basic and generic this is, but it's a structure. Uses latest skincare technology. This is what the cleanser is going to do, even though it doesn't exist. Oh, and it gave a quote. Our team has worked tirelessly to create a skincare system that delivers real results. We believe that everyone deserves to have healthy, glowing skin. Our 3-part skincare system is designed to help users achieve just that. So it looks like, on first glance, it looks like a press release. I think it's like magic, because it's just pulling like, random stuff, and it's sort of, and then it's got, the website, a spokesperson, free from paraben sulfates. It's like pulling other things, right? Like maybe that would be interesting to mention, like the things that aren't in it as much as the things that are in it. But this is so generic. You guys see that this is not the way that we would write something. There's nothing newsworthy here at all, right? It's just a structure. It's how you would structure a press release. Do you guys think this is interesting? Is it cool to see it in action? See what I'm saying? Like, I'm going to delete this Hillary Clinton because it's so embarrassing. My husband goes in and be like, what? Yes, delete Hillary. Yeah, the structure isn't too bad. Exactly. It's something to, let me go back to it. It's something to get you as a jumping off point. But I wouldn't say really any of this stuff. And revolutionary, like, that's really not anything. That's, I like radiant. Radiant's a nice word. But it's pulling that from our client's website. That's what they talk about in terms of their LED mask. It'll help you get radiant skin. I'm watching to make sure this hummingbird doesn't fly in right now. Oh my God. Anyone who has paid attention. I'm not afraid of them, but I get so bummed out when they get stuck, because it's really hard to get them out. I've had at least a dozen hummingbirds fly into my office that I've had to get rid of. Not, oh my God, that sounds so bad. Not get rid of, but help escape very gently. I've nursed them back to health with nectar. So anytime I see them, it's right here. There must be a nest right there. I just get so bummed out because they get stressed and their wings like flap and then they get tired and then they can't fly. It's really sad. So Nicole was asking about boilerplate. It's, you see here, it's there. Omnilex is a leading skincare brand that utilizes latest in skincare technology to provide effective and visible results. The company is committed to using only the highest quality ingredients and the latest in skincare science to help users achieve healthy, radiant skin. That to me is not a boilerplate. We would want to talk about like the founders, how long has it been founded? Is it award winning? Is there proprietary technology in their devices? Is it research backed? Is it independent studied? Like those are the things that make this brand really unique, and none of that is there. It's a brand. It doesn't say where it's based. It says Los Angeles because that's where I am. As a prompt, I don't know. Let's try. I can add it to this query. It'll just keep making it better. So write a press release boilerplate for let's see what it says. Write a press release boilerplate. Leading skincare brand, technology, latest technology, design. No, same. It came up with the same thing. Oh, and then more. Variety of skincare solutions, dedicated. For more information, visit. It looks like a boilerplate, but it's not what I would want to say in the boilerplate for this client. You see what I'm saying? I mean, it gave a little more topical skincare, professional treatments, radiant skin, healthy. It just keeps pulling the same stuff. So it needs to have a human touch, which is good news for us because we're human. It has to have a human touch. So it's a good foundation structure. I like the word radiant. I think that comes from their website. I think that, the structure of having quotes from a spokesperson, you would definitely want to say who that person is. But none of this is like, there's no meat here because I didn't give it meat. I didn't give it anything to sink its teeth into. If I gave it more details, it will give more details. Let's see the distilling salt from water. Let me see if it comes back. I said right in the tone of a fifth grader. It's like, hey there, distillation is a way to remove salt from ocean water. The process works like this. So cool, right? There you have it. It's talking like a, kid. So anyway, I just thought that was kind of interesting, and it's there for you as a tool. It is not here to take your job, at least not yet. I mean, listen, we have to evolve with the times. Anybody who digs their heels in and says, I'm not looking at that, I don't want to deal, it's another whatever, that's not a way to evolve and stay relevant. You guys are all here because we're making an effort to stay relevant. We want to be, PR is a game. We want to be well-versed in the rules of the game and help our clients navigate the media landscape with the evolution of tools and media platforms. So the more you know about something, the more you can speak to it, address concerns, leverage the value, and make it your own, and make it, use it to make you better and save you time. Yeah. So that's what I have for you guys today. Again, please join me in about an hour for PR episodes. It's going to be on reputation management, crisis comms. I'm going to veer it away from crisis comms and lead it into reputation management. And Tanya McKenzie and I will be chatting about that. Please join us And anybody else have any other questions about AI, ChatGPT? You are so welcome. And thanks again, Nicola, for sharing your amazing feedback in our community. And I'm so happy for all of your success and, way to pivot. I'll stay on for like another minute. Awesome. Okay, cool, guys. I will see you over on Prowly's PR conversations, what is it? PR episodes in about an hour. And thanks, as always, for being here. And if you are listening to this on Pitching Powerhouse Podcast, leave a review. Let me know what you think of the show. I would love to hear your feedback. Your review helps other people find our show. I'm getting more people reaching out saying they're listening to the podcast and finding us that way. So that makes me super happy. And if that is you, please reach out. Let me know what you like about the show, what you want to learn about. And also, wherever you listen to podcasts, please leave a review because it makes other people find us and helps us get our message out there. So thanks, guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I will speak with you soon. Go play with ChatGPT, get to know it, become friends. Don't fear it, be its friend because it's there for you too. So talk to you guys soon. Ciao.